on, guys? It's Clay with Zero Two Target, and today I'm gonna be running through y'all some gun slash range safety tips, just so that way if it's your first time, this video will kind of help you get you on your toes, so that way you can manage something going wrong. 'Cause something's gonna go wrong. Happens every trip. Whether a gun doesn't work, forgot your tool, forgot something at the house, something. But I'm gonna go over these rules with y'all, so that way y'all can help avoid something going wrong. So for the first one, honestly, probably the most important one, treat every firearm like it's loaded. I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory. Even if it's unloaded, you never know. Maybe it's a gun you haven't shot in forever. And there's a round in the chamber. Maybe you just forgot one in the chamber. You never know. You can be the most experienced person, and it's a human thing to just forget something. So that's very big. Always double check, triple check, quadruple check your guns if you have to before you leave the range or whatever, just to make sure that that isn't something you run off, like a misfire, something like that. Like, it would suck if you're getting out of your car, you just don't realize it, drop your gun. Some guns have a problem with that. I think we all know which one I'm talking about. But like, maybe you're going to dry fire it, you just don't rack it, so you don't realize it. Wow, now you have a hole in your floor, ceiling, roof, wall. Who knows what's beyond that wall? Stuff like that. So definitely treat every firearm like it's loaded. Like even mine right here, it'll never be pointed at me. Always treat it like it's loaded. Always take the mag out. I always check it multiple times before I start recording. So I think it's a very, very important thing. Don't want no holes punched in anything you don't want a hole punched into. That's all I'm saying. This goes with the second one. First and second one build off of each other. Always point the muzzle in a safe direction. In case you forgot something in the chamber, keeping it in a safe direction always helps kind of stop that from happening. Sorry, one of my neighbors just dead stared at me from like 2 doors down in their garage. Who doesn't like it? But it's not against the law. I'm actually helping. So, enough with the rant of my weird neighbors. But, yeah, always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. So that way, if there is a mishap, a misfire, anything like that, at least it's the least worst of the worst case, you know? Like, I'd rather it go through concrete floor than me or someone else or something important, you know? Number 3 is keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Notice we're on a roll. All these go together. That gun is, I think you got a better chance of winning the lottery than your gun just like this going off just randomly sitting here. It's just not gonna happen. For some guns, it might happen if you drop them. You all know what gun I'm talking about. But yeah, just always keep it off the trigger until you're ready to fire. You don't want to accidentally shoot it, anything like that. Even with the safety on, safety fails. Expect the unexpected. Be ready for everything. So I definitely just keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Even if it's a concealed carry situation, keep it off the trigger until you know what you're aiming at, stuff like that. And number 4, know your target and what's behind it. So like if you're hunting, know what's beyond that deer in those woods. If you're at a range, know what's behind it. If you're just randomly shooting into some woods for fun, trying to take down a tree with just ammo, know what's behind that, and also know what you're shooting too, because like obviously like a 9mm isn't gonna go as far as 50 BMG. They don't have the same hitting power, but you always want to know what's behind it just in case. Expect the unexpected. Rather be safe than sorry, you know? So just always know that kind of thing. Know your target, what's beyond it. And this one goes back to number 2 of keeping the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Don't ever point the gun at something you don't want to destroy. Like this is pointed at a wooden table and concrete, not me, you know? And I know what's beyond that concrete is foundation to a house and then earth. So worst case, gun goes that way, bullet goes that way. It's going through my table, which would kind of suck. Spent a long time building this, but yeah, it was something on my table, not a bullet hole, something else on my table. Number 5. This one's more for like beginners at the range. Really, just everybody, but mainly beginners. It's obey the range rules and commands. Always like hold fire when everybody says hold fire. Don't touch your guns, stuff like that. And if you need to, look up like range rules before you go where you're going, or just range rules in general. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. If y'all want me to, I'll make one on range commands. But it's a very big thing, and it's something that I think is overlooked because you don't really think about it until you get there. But I would definitely at least like know what the commands mean, like hold fire, like the range is dry, the range is hot, stuff like that. Just know what that means before you go, so that way when it's said, you know what to do, and you're not like frantically panicking, like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? You know. But I definitely think it's more of a beginner thing than anything. It's very windy out here. But yeah, and never. This one goes on to or number 5. It's number 6. Never handle a firearm with somebody downrange. So if they say cease fire, like everybody go get your targets, whatever. Even if you need to load your gun back up, just wait till the range is hot again. Don't pick up your gun. I mean, you can load mags and stuff. It's the perfect time to do it if you don't have to go set up a new target, anything like that. Reload your mags, but just leave your gun sitting on the table. You may know it's not loaded, but the dude 4 rows down, he doesn't know it. So if you accidentally pointed it, now he's having a field day in his pants, creating mountains and stuff. So just play it safe. Always play it safe. You can never be too safe when handling the fire. Number 7 is always wear proper gear. Like it's not absolutely needed, but like eye protection. Like whenever I go to the range, it's always sunny, so I just wear sunglasses. But even if you need to get like construction glasses, if it's snowing, get some goggles, something like that. Because imagine you're shooting your gun and then wind blows, something gets in your eye, and now you're panicked with a loaded firearm. It's just not a good situation. Or say a casing gets a bad drop and comes right back at your face. At least your eyes will be protected. Dude, there's some feisty dogs in this neighborhood. Gotta just rename this to things that go on my neighborhood on the daily. But yeah, always wear proper gear, especially hearing protection. That's the biggest thing. I don't think I've ever left my house without making sure. Like I have my main ones like over the year, and then I also have some in my car just in case I forget them. Also, I think I have some in like my ammo cans. So if I'm with somebody else, but I still have my ammo, still have some just in case. Hearing. I like hearing. I don't know about y'all. That's why I wear hearing protection. So if you like your hearing too, would definitely wear it. It's like 1-2 shots, not too bad. But if you're like going to the range every weekend, you may just stop hearing everything after a few range trips. Number 8, use approved ammo and targets. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Don't use ammo that you got from your friendly neighborhood crackhead. Just don't do it. I feel like that one's self-explanatory and why that's a bad idea. Targets, it's not like as bad. Like some ranges, like one of them I went to was like no glass targets, only paper and cardboard, and wood targets, stuff like that. Use like I guess like targets that are good for the range, and then like I know like indoor ranges, you're only gonna really be able to use paper targets. Outdoor ranges are a little more lenient with stuff like that, but always look just to make sure. Cause like I said, I've been to ranges where you couldn't use wood targets because they don't want like wood splintering everywhere. Where you can't use glass targets, you can't use like metal targets. Ranges with a few different rules, so always check that and use approved targets and ammo. Ammo one self-explanatory. Just don't be dumb. There's already a tiny explosion going on in the bullet. Don't make it big. That's all I'm saying. Number 9 is keep actions open and unloaded when you're not firing. So like my action, you can't see it. It's on this side, but it's open. And also keep it unloaded. Like I said, I checked it 5 times, and the mag is holding the gun up along with the brick because it's windy. Yeah, that just helps with peace of mind because if you can see it's clear, you know it's clear. I mean, if you want to double check, that helps like ease your mind a little bit. Helps ease everybody else's mind a little bit if they can see into it. Like the guy 5 down doesn't know. Me playing off other rules. And then number 10 is respect the range in others. I feel like that one's pretty easy. Like if you make a mess, clean it up. Because especially if it's like a state funded or like state park range. There's one back in my old school. If it gets dirty, they can close that range real quick, and now the entire community has to drive an hour and a half to go to the nearest range. Especially like the middle of nowhere. I guess in the middle of nowhere you can just walk outside and shoot. But you know what I mean. There's not a lot of ranges. It's definitely like that's the only outdoor range with like 2 hour radius. All the other ones are indoor range. I don't like indoor ranges. It's just not my thing. I'd rather go outside, get some fresh air, not gunpowder and sweaty dudes, because you know it's gonna be hot in there. But yeah, especially respect others. Don't get into a fight at the gun range. Like that one's self-explanatory. There's no way. There's in no situation does that end well. So yeah, just respect the range, respect others, clean up after yourself. If somebody's there before you, don't walk up and be like, "Yo, give me your spot, give me your lane." If like somebody's stuff is there, like don't touch it without asking. Like I always carry a hammer and a mallet in my play gun stuff in case I got like hammer and a target. People come up to me and ask me all the time because they don't think to bring a hammer to hammer in targets, especially if the ground is a little harder. They always come up and ask. They don't just take it when I'm not looking or something like that. Every time I've been, people are always asking, not taking. Like the gun community, it's a very cool place if you're cool to it. So respect others, respect your range, and yeah, with these rules, as long as you follow them, you have a pretty good range trip as far as rules go, and know what to do. Other things may go wrong. You're gonna forget something at home. Just double check, triple check, quadruple check. Make sure you got everything you need. Still gonna leave something at home, but you'll remember it next time. You won't. Yeah. If you like this video, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.